Angel Reese's pre-game prediction falls flat as Sky come up short against Storm. Nothing came to the Sky's rescue in their loss to the Storm last night. Not Seattle's shaky stretch in the last 10, not their strong home record against Western teams, not even the history books from the past 4 seasons. And certainly not Angel Reese's much-awaited return or pre-game promise. Here's all of it broken down for you. Storm's cold streak. Seattle entered the night just 2-8 in their last 10. Their only bright spot was a narrow 2-point win over Atlanta. Without that, they would have been riding an 8-game skid. Most of their recent losses were close, but their inconsistency was glaring. History in the past 4 seasons favored Chicago. The Sky hadn't been swept at home by Seattle since 2020. Now that streak is broken. They once even dominated the matchup during their 2021 title run. From there on, they continued splitting or winning series across the following seasons. Better at home versus the West, Chicago has shown more success at Wintrust Arena against Western opponents. They have notched 3 wins over Dallas, 2 against the Sparks, and a statement victory against the powerhouse Lynx. But none of it mattered this time, even as Chicago's first half against the Storm looked pretty promising. They were knotted at 20-20 after the opening quarter. But by the time the second one rolled around, Angel Reese's pregame words were already starting to sound hollow. I mean, we've been in games by 2, 3, 4, 5 points, and then they break loose in the second half, she had said. Only this time, they weren't trailing by 2, 3, 4, or even 5. Rather, Seattle blew the game open in the second, building a 12-point cushion before halftime. From there, it turned into a full-blown Storm show. The Sky, who have made a habit of letting games slip in the third, watched that very storyline play out again, despite Angel Reese's vow that it wouldn't. So, just being able to, bring that fire third quarter. Instead, the gap only swelled to 16, and even a late 10-point push in the fourth couldn't patch over the damage. Here's the major mess-ups. Rachel Banham received a flagrant foul with 5:38 left. This resulted in 2 made FTs by Sykes plus extra possession. Seattle scored right after. This minute ended up costing 4 points in total. Angel Reese's offensive foul and turnover at 1:38 mark. This wiped out a Sky possession and immediately set up Seattle's offense. On the next trip, Malona scored, so effectively a 4-point swing again. End of quarter collapse at 42s and 0.1s. It was a Malona layup plus jumper, which allowed 4 straight points in the final minute. It turned a 12-point game into a 16-point deficit while entering the fourth quarter. The final score read 94-88. It may look like a narrow margin on paper, but it was a tough game that never really felt in Chicago's grasp. For Angel Reese, dropping a game right after returning from a 7-game absence with a back injury had to be frustrating. Moreover, her restricted minutes only added to it. I was trying to control what I can control tonight, Reese told reporters after the game. I was only supposed to play 25 minutes, and that sucks. I'm not a player that wants to be on a restriction of any kind. But I did what I could do to try and help the team win. Still, despite the situation, she came back shining. Angel Reese shines despite Chicago Sky's home loss. The sophomore forward made her return to game action on Tuesday night against the Seattle Storm after missing 7 games. Even though the Sky ended up with a 94-88 loss, Angel Reese's presence on the court was undeniable. She scored 19 points, pulled down 7 rebounds, delivered 4 assists, and also added a block in just 26 minutes of play. The team had managed only a 1-6 record without her during that stretch. This really underscores how critical she is to Chicago's system on both offense and defense. Reese had just gotten back to practicing over the weekend, but head coach Tyler Marsh said it seemed like she hadn't missed a beat. She fit right in like she hadn't missed any time off. The chemistry's still there with her teammates. She picked up on the stuff that we're doing, picked up on the game plan going into tomorrow, Marsh stated before the game tipped off. That strong chemistry was evident during the game, even if the final score didn't go their way. This season has been a tough one that has hardly gone according to plan for Chicago. Coming into the game, the Sky's record was 8-25, and they are now 8-26. Still, when she has been healthy, Angel Reese has been a definite bright spot. She is the team leader in scoring with 14.2 points per game and rebounding with 12.6 rebounds per game, and she also averages 3.7 assists and 1.5 steals. Her shooting efficiency is still a work in progress, though. She is shooting 44.4% from the field and only 20% from the three-point line.